Hey guys, I'm the guy who plays games by blowing and sucking into a tube. And well, one of the most popular questions I get asked, how on earth does this device work? So let's explain it in under 4 minutes. Firstly, I feel like I've been lying to you all. My Zip and Puff device doesn't have a little turbine in there to detect air movement, much like a weather dial does in your garden, but instead works by using a small component that looks like this called an air pressure sensor. So it's science time, where in order to understand how my Zip and Puff device works, I'm going to first explain what air pressure is, so hopefully you'll understand how it actually works. And to do this, we're going all the way back to when I last did GCSE physics, which was over 10 years ago. So bear with me if it's not the most scientific. Air pressure is basically the force exerted in all directions by air molecules in the air. So to make it easy to understand, we're going to imagine these balls in this container are air molecules colliding into each other and the edges of the container, where every collision by each air molecule is an exertion of force, whether that's with each other or the edges of the container, where the more collisions, the higher the air pressure. So to move this into the scenario of my tube, normally the sea level air pressure sits around 14.7 psi, and this is the air pressure of my tube whenever I am not blowing or sucking on it. But whenever I blow on the tube, more air molecules are being pushed inside that tube, leading to more collisions, more exertion of force, and therefore a higher air pressure. And this is where the air pressure sensor within my Zip and Puff device detects the amount of collisions against it. And when the sensor detects that increase, it then sends a signal from the device to my PC to input either a 1 or a 2 on my PC, with 2 being an increase in air pressure and 1 being a decrease in air pressure. So if we put this in reverse, whenever I suck on the tube, air molecules are being sucked out of the tube, and therefore less air molecules in the tube, which means less collisions and a lower air pressure. So again, the sensor picks up the decrease in air pressure, sends a signal to my PC, and a 1 is inputted on my PC. Probably the most common misconception of my Zip and Puff device is that I run out of breath, mainly when people see me carrying out a sustained action on my PC, like shooting with Bastion when he's in his turret form. So in that situation, I just normally blow on the tube, and I would need to hold that air pressure for a sustained period of time. Now, if this was with a little turbine in there that has to be constantly spinning, I would have to constantly be blowing into the tube. However, because it's based on air pressure, that means I just need to keep the same amount of air molecules in the Zip and Puff device for the sensor to carry on recognizing that it's got a high air pressure. And one way to do this is just by blocking off the end of the tube. And I often do this with my tongue. Yeah, it's a bit grim, but it's what works for me. And that then means I can carry on breathing through my nose so I don't pass out, which I think you can all agree isn't a good look on one of my Twitch streams. So by blocking the end of the tube with my tongue, the air pressure remains the same, and the sensor detects this air pressure is consistently high and carries on sending the signal to my PC. And simply to stop shooting with the tube, I let go of the tube with my tongue and the air molecules escape out the end. Now, I don't know if that explanation will help anybody pass their GCSE physics, but that's simply how the tube works. I'm currently super close to reaching 20,000 subscribers, so thank you everybody. But if you are subscribed, fancy subscribing to me, because it would really help me reach that target, or if you have, share with some friends, if you've got any. As always guys, I'll see you all soon, and have a great day.